Good morning and welcome back to Rhino Fishing TV. This is a fishing channel, mostly bass fishing from a kayak, so if you like those sorts of things, welcome again, and please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and thanks for tuning in to this episode. It is Saturday, the day after Good Friday, and we had a whole big line of nasty thunderstorms roll through last night, and it rained for most of the night. But it's pushed out of here this morning, and I was going to go fishing at one of the places off the tidal Potomac River this morning, but the wind's supposed to kick up here in a few hours, and so I decided in the interest of time I would just hit my local lake again here this morning. So that's what I'm going to try to do. And I'm going to paddle out there and drop the anchor and see if I can't get bit on the lizard a few times before the wind drives me home. So bear with me while I go and get the truck parked. You can see I got the kayak all ready to go there, and we'll be with you shortly. All right, and away we go. Thought I'd mention to you this morning also, if you're interested, most of you probably aren't, but this kayak, the Bonafide SS127, has kind of a common criticism that the wind blows the back end around way too much, and it gets kind of frustrating at times when the breeze is kicking up. So the good folks at Bonafide have come up with a potential fix for that, and some little rubber doohickeys called flex fins that mount to the underside of the boat back there on the stern. And I got those in the mail yesterday and installed them, so I'm curious to see how well that works. I'm throwing the watermelon chartreuse lizard this morning because that's what I got tied on. It's still kind of mist and rain. You could probably tell that from the dirty camera lens. I missed one right there. All right, welcome back. We are approaching the target area, and I'm going to give a little bit of a comment about the Bonafide flex fins on the kayak. Definitely, without a doubt, they help with tracking. The bow of the boat hardly moves at all with the paddle stroke. And as far as the pinwheeling of the back end with the wind, I'm going to give it a grade of about a 40% improvement, which is pretty darn good, and is really going to cut down on my frustration of trying to keep this boat in position. That might be a bite. Not coming up, probably a pickerel. Oh, he's a bass. It's a dinker, but first lizard fish of the morning. I got you precariously close to the eyeball there, didn't I? Sorry about that. Lizard fish, small one, but the first one in a while. Teeny tiny. Well, Mr. Pickerel followed you up here, right by the boat. I saw you come up and get him. Ouch. Don't bite me. You're nasty. Tooth got me. Probably get some sort of weird mutated fish disease now, and maybe it'll turn me into some sort of pickerel superhero. y'all think about throwing a wacky worm? What kind of wacky worm things I got here? There's a fishy on the whack. A little better than the other ones we've caught today too. This worm I'm using is by Net Bait, and I got it in a mystery tackle box, I'm sure, because I don't ever remember seeing that brand on my local store shelves. And I'm using it on a wacky hook. It's got a little, I think it's a 1/16 ounce tungsten weight on it, and I am using a little O-ring to hopefully get more than one fish out of my bait. We can repeat that. Yes, we can. Don't get on my anchor. Hello. Back-to-back casts. Digging it. Decent one. Hello there. Oh, it's a big one. That one almost pulled the pole out of my hand. That's a bigger one. Come on up here, buddy. You caught me off guard. Not really big, but let's see how long you are. You're a 13. You are 13 and a quarter. Let's get a release on you. Goodbye. I think I found the ticket. For you, dude. Gotcha. All right, we are going to wrap it up here, and thanks for watching. If you stuck with me this long, things got pretty interesting after I started throwing the wacky rig, and thanks to Don at WinkieDoodles for the inspiration. Kind of needed that, and the lizard bite didn't work out quite as well as I thought it was going to this morning. Also didn't get too much going on the chatterbait or the crankbait, but the wacky rig got it done. I probably should have been throwing that all along, but glad I finally stumbled onto it. I appreciate you watching. We'll see you on the lake next weekend.